Hello students. So this is my video about preposition and I have got many requests from my students to make a video on preposition. So here I am. You can see on the screen so many prepositions are already mentioned over here, but don't worry. I will teach you this topic in detail so it will become more clear to you. Let's start. So let's start with the definition itself and what do you understand by preposition? It is basically a word which talks about where or when something is in relation to something else. Suppose two objects are there and you just want to see their position in respect of each other. Okay. And that's the reason we call it preposition because preposition is positioned before a noun or a pronoun. Okay, it will become more clear to you. Just a minute. If I say I am standing behind the bus, so you just ask yourself this question: where you are standing? Behind the bus. So your position with respect to the bus is becoming clear here. Okay, so preposition behind is placed before the noun bus. Got it? Similarly, a normal phrase is there, the calm before the storm. Okay, before the storm you can see the calmness, the stillness in the ocean. Okay, this is the phrase. So it is talking about when, at what time. So you can see the calmness before the storm occurs. Okay, the last one minute before he hits the road. All right, here also it is giving you answer about when. Let's have a look on some more examples of preposition. If I say above and on in using these two words, they get confused where to use above, where to use on, and it is very simple. On you will be using when something is in touch with the surface of other object. Okay, and above when the object is not in touch with the other object. Okay, when two objects are not touching we use above, like these pictures are hanged above the couch. And when two objects are in touch then we use preposition on. The pillows are on the couch, that means they are in contact with the couch, right? I hope this is clear to you now. Let's take an example of under and below. Yes, but I won't say that these two are very much different from each other. But yes, under we use in the context when we're talking about the something has covered the other surface. Okay, like when an object is covered by another, then we use preposition under. Okay, below when something is in lower position. Let's take one example. It will become more clear. If I say Neha hid under the table, so that means Neha is covered by the table. And if I say I walked the bridge and looking with wonder at the water flowing below. So bridge is not totally covering the water. Okay. But my position at that point of time is, yes, it's above and water is below. Got it? I think this is clear now. Under means fully covered and below when we just want to show the position of something is lower than you or lower than some other object. Yes, one more thing I just want to say here. Most of the people gets confused with underneath and beneath as well. But don't worry, these words are the formal words. You will find these words in literature books or high standard books. Okay, so these are more formal word used for under and below. Okay, Now see behind and in front of. Even you can see this in the pictures itself on the screen, which are there. Behind, behind, you just see this cat. It is behind this house. Okay. And if I say in front of, that means that, yes, that cat is just standing in front of the house. So position, when the position is rear, that is behind. When the position of something is in front, that is in front of. This example can make it more clear to you because I haven't seen any example, any other example for this context which is this much appropriate. See, a really tall man was sitting in front of me and I couldn't see the screen properly. Okay, you can assume yourself if a big guy is sitting in front of you, you won't be able to see anything. Okay, or similar thing you can say in other way, that is, I was sitting behind a really tall man and I couldn't see the screen properly. So it is conveying the same meaning over here. But you can see when when this tall man I'm referring first, that time I'm using in front of me. But when I'm referring myself first, then I'm using behind. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you now. Okay. Yes, the most controversial is between because most of the people say if we talk about two things and the position of something in between two things, that time we use between. Yes, middle of something. Okay. But sometimes we use between for more than two objects as well. Like here, he hid he hid it somewhere between the back door, the shed, and the oak tree. See, three places we have mentioned just to tell the position of some object. Okay, so clearly, if I'm mentioning something, if clearly I'm mentioning objects or the places, that time going to use is between. Okay, other than two things, if three things are also mentioned but specifically with the name, then also we use between. Okay, make clear this concept in your mind. Among, obviously surrounded by something, you can see this in the picture as well. This cat is surrounded by these houses. This cat is among these houses when something is part of the other. Okay, let's have an example. She wanted to be among friends. Okay, I distributed my old clothes among poor children. I think context is clear by these examples only. Yes, beside and next to. Beside and next to. These words or these preposition we use for almost same context. They both deliver same meaning. Okay, so she sat beside him during the dinner. We spent a week by the coast, that is near to. Okay, by is used for near to, and beside is used for next to, and near and by is are almost same. Go for another one. Yes, the most typical one, in and inside. People say people say both are different, but no. In and inside both are used for same context. But yes, inside a bit inside is having a bit narrow concept, like like if I talk about a room, okay, about something which is enclosed in something, okay, that time we use inside. But in we can use for open area as well, like country. So I'm in the country, but I'm inside the room. In most of the cases, in and inside mean same, but inside is used only when something is enclosed under some boundary. Okay, for inside, boundary should be there, but for in, it is not necessary. If I say I have a meeting in New York, so I can't say that I have enclosed boundaries. Okay, but yes, I'm within the area of New York, somewhere in New York. But if I say a radio was playing inside the flat, so flat is having boundary, it is having walls. Okay, into. Yes, into is basically used when we want to deliver the meaning where some speed, some movement is included. Like he jumped into the swimming pool. Okay. All right. Let's have some more examples now. Out, outside, and out of. Outside we use for referring a location. Okay. Just see. He is standing outside the house. He is standing outside the house. But okay, let's take one more example. You kids should turn off the TV and go outside and play. Okay? Now see, if we talk about out, then again some movement is there. Like she ran out of room. Movement you can easily find over here. I am bored, let's go out. Okay, I think difference is clear. Standing outside, still position. Going out means you are on or you are in movement. It's Joe's birthday. We are going out to celebrate. Again, movement. Off and off. Yes. Most of the people gets confused. Off and off. O double F means away. Okay. O double F means away. She is off to Canada next week. Okay, means she is off. She is not here. She is going away. Where she is going? She is going to Canada. He was walking his dog without a leash and dog ran off. Okay, ran off, ran away. He cleaned the spilled soup off the kitchen floor. Soup off. Now, OF off, that is when something belongs to some other person, or something is made of something, like pencil is made of metal or wood. He picked up a piece of wood. She likes to drink a glass of milk before going to bed. Okay, now in on it. Use in when we talk about months of the year, like I was born in April, she left for school in September, Peter will fly to Texas in March. When we talk about seasons, like I like skiing in winter, he enjoys playing tennis in spring, they take a vacation in summer. And if we talk about countries, again we use in. He lives in Greece, the company is located in Canada, she went to school in Germany. With city or town names also we use in. He has a house in New York. I was born in Seattle. He works in San Francisco. With times of the day, like I wake up early in the morning, she goes to school in the afternoon, Peter sometimes plays football in the evening. So, in we use for months, for season, for countries, for city or town, or for times of the day. So, this thing you have to keep in your mind. And one more simple things, you read more, you will easily come up with the right preposition and in the right context. Okay, read more and automatically it starts clicking in your mind. Where to use, how to use, everything will be solved. But yes, important exceptions are there. We use at with night. Okay, I sleep at night. He likes to go out at night. So this thing you need to remember. Okay. Time of the day. This is in the context of. So where do we use on? Specific days of the week or year if we talk about. Okay, like I say Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So wherever day, weekday is coming, we will be using on. We will meet on Friday. What do you do on New Year's Day? And he played basketball on March 15th, March 5th. Okay, here date is there. Okay, where do we use that? Use it with specific time of the day, like 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6:15. We have a meeting, and we have a party at night. Okay, so use it with specific places in a city, like we met at school. Let's meet at the restaurant. He works at a hospital. And if we talk about preposition to, again, movement is there. Okay, like we are going to school. She returned to the store. They are coming to the party tonight. Okay, which shows some movement. This is a quiz time. Now I'll just ask you these questions. You pause the video for 1 minute and just check whether your answers, whether you can guess out the correct preposition over here, and then after replay the video. Okay. All right. Will you be dash home today? So home is a specific place we are talking about. So it should be at, yes, correct. He is never late. He always comes. What will come? On time. Correct. When we reach somewhere on time or at the right time, then we say he comes here on time. How much students are dash your class? Yes. At your class? No. On your class? Never. It is in your class. Okay. How many students are in your class? The teacher wrote something dash the board. So when teacher writes something, that time he has a marker in his hand, and that marker is touching the board. Okay, the nib of the marker is touching the board. So I told you, when two things are in contact, that time we use which preposition? Yes, on. Many people work dash this building. Okay, in the room, in the building. Correct. He will meet you dash 7 p.m. Specific time, which preposition? At. Very good. Let's meet dash Wednesday. So we are talking about specific day of the week. Which preposition? On. Correct. I'm going to Japan dash 7 days. Yes, in 7 days. Okay, because here we are talking about the duration. So up till this duration, we will not be here. Would have been gone to Japan. I met John at my friend's party, because here again I'm talking about specific location. Which place? John's, my friend's party. Okay, I met with whom? I met with John. Where? At friend's party. She was sitting dash her car. Again, car is enclosed area. Okay, so you can use inside also, or you can use in also. She was sitting in her car. I have one more exercise for you. Let's see if you can complete it. We woke up dash midnight. Yes, for night, which preposition? At. Correct. My birthday is dash the 3rd of November. Date is there. Yes, on. I reach school every day. Specific time. At. My mother will return. So here we are talking about the month. So for months we use In, correct. Some birds come out of their nests that dash spring. So months and seasons, which will, yes, which preposition will come? In again. Tree sheds their leaves. Again, we are talking about season. So in. India became independent. India became independent dash 15th August 1947. Yes, which will come? Yeah, on, because specific date is there, okay? And with dates, which preposition do we use? On. Exact time, specific time, at. November comes after October. I will come to the park, yes, after finishing my homework. The bottle is full of water. My school is just behind city center. So here you can use some other as well, okay? So besides behind, you can some other preposition also. The Rajdhani Express runs, yes. So two locations are given, New Delhi and other big cities. So between New Delhi and other big cities of India, okay? I will wait for you where? At the bus stop. There is a correction. S is extra over here. It should be bus stop only. The train will arrive at platform number 1. He said he would meet me between 4 and 5 o'clock. Okay. So two times between will come. I always pray before dinner. You always pray before dinner, right? You should pray before dinner. You should wash your own plate. Yes, once the food is over, then only you will wash it. So after a meal, many people carry an umbrella. An umbrella, where will you carry? In the bag. So in their bags. I knew there was something standing. Yes, if you cannot see something, then only you can guess. Yes, so it cannot be in front of you because you are just guessing. So it is behind you. So I knew there was someone standing behind me. So this is the end of the video, and I hope you all liked this video. If you liked it, just hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Have a good day.